Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great fall break. Dr. Allen here. I'm going to try to, as I always say, I'm going to try to keep this straight and to the point. But one, since we're on fall break, I still wanted to get this video recorded and get it out to you hopefully by Sunday. It's the reminder, don't forget to get your Kahoots in. If you're watching this on Sunday, you have until 11:59. That will be the 14th, 15th until the 15th to get those in. Um, this week, as you can see, went ahead and pulled up the syllabus. We're going to be working with two things called Wakelet or Padlet. You actually have your choice of which one you want to use, and they're both kind of. It really is. I think you'll have your choice on which one you want to try and use. You're welcome to try them both, but for the assignment this week, you need to submit one or the other. I think one is more beneficial. This is just a personal opinion. One is probably more beneficial to a teacher as a place of storage and organization for planning, and one is more beneficial for student activities and things like that. With that being said, though, the one I'll just go ahead and say, Wakelet is actually not too bad. That's the one I was talking about. It's basically a portfolio system as I'm battling through this, but I use it for organization. There are ideas and ways that you can use it, and I have some of those up on the website. You can use it for students. So instead of me just sitting here and battling through that, let me show you what they both do. There are YouTube videos up for both. And I'll kind of highlight some of the ways that I've used it and the ways I've seen them used before. But let's go ahead and go here. I think I actually, for some reason, have Wakelet here. Okay. I'm already signed into Wakelet, but just to kind of give you the heads up, it's another one of those ones that you can just use your Google login and it's fine. And again, don't upgrade it or anything like that for what you have to do this week. You don't have to worry too much about it. And actually, before we do that, well, let me show you what you got to do or what it does. But if you go down here, you can see there's some things down here where I've done some planning, some for our class before. But like I said, it's a portfolio system where you can start to store stuff. And if you're brainstorming activities, I've seen it used also with students where maybe they're doing research in groups and they all have access to the Wakelet and they all dump it in there, sort of like Google Drive. It's like a site where it's like Google Drive kind of off-site, so to speak. I've also seen people when they've had to do things like peer editing, they've submit the materials in here or the papers go in here and everyone reads it and makes comments and things like that. So, like I say, it's more or less a portfolio system. I liked it because when I'm planning a content area, a lot of times I will find an article or I'll find a PDF or a video and I dump it in there. As you can see, maybe like a medieval unit plan. I was on the teacher professional development and was researching some stuff. So let's just look. I'll just go ahead and, since we're in EdTech, I'll go ahead and hit EdTech. Whoops. There we go. Click. I was a little scared there. As you can see, it'll take a minute there to load. But this just is a whole bunch of stuff that as I found things, I could put it in there and I can share the link. You can change the designs and things like that. I'll show you how to use it here in a second. I'm not asking you to do all that. I mean, it's just, I think it makes it easier sometimes to recognize. But let me go back here and I'll just show you what you have to do. Well, actually, just to kind of show you what it does, and then I'll show you one. This is a link that I'm going to actually forward. I've seen some people some people have actually sent me this. I hope I'm saying this right. Diffit. Anyway, it's one of those ones where you can check out. It's a writing resource type thing and resources and such. I'll probably go over it a little more in another video, but I was checking it out. Diffit. I think it's Diffit. If you go here, you hit copy. And if I wanted to add it to it, I would just put the website in there, paste, and guess what? It's there. It's loading it up now. And I can add a description and things like that to it after it loads up, slowly loads up. There it goes. And if you look at it and add a description, tool for resources, resource checking. I'm kind of making this up as I go, but hit that. Getting a little bit of the spinny wheel there, the famous one, and you can see you can write it in there. Now, what you need to do, or what I want you to do if you choose to do Wakelet, it's very, very easy. But you go to wakelet.com, you sign in or create an account. Again, I would just use your Google account. Let me go back out here. I'm going to go to the home page. You're going to create a collection. All right, let's give it a name. I'm going to do World War and materials for sixth grade social studies. What I want you to do after you create, and by the way, again, pick something that you're going to be teaching or a content area if you decide to do this. I want you to put in 5. I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure it's 5. You know what? Before I tell you that, let me go back and double check. I believe it is 5 things that you have to include in there. It sticks in my head, it might be 10, but I feel better if it was. I'll double check before you hold me to this. Yep, there it is. There's 5 and 5. Okay, so you need to do 5 items on World War One or whatever your content area is that you're going to do. So you can do images, you can do PDFs, or you can do websites. So for me, I'm just going to do, for example, World War One, and I'll do Frank Buckles. He's from Jefferson County. He was the last surviving veteran of World War One, and he lived in Charlestown. And if you drive down Route 9 or Route 9, sometimes you'll see, I think there's a stretch of that, as my hands are flying all over the place. It's actually named after him. I'll just hit this, and I will copy it, as I showed you earlier. And you'll go here, you'll paste it. And again, you don't have to do websites. You can do other things, and you see it actually gives a little description. I just want you to create a wakelet and put 5 things in it. Again, around a unified topic. I would definitely recommend kind of jazzing it up a little bit. As you can see, you can go up here. Let's just look. You can do an image, upload an image. Let's look. I don't know if I have any, but these all go down in here if you load them up, and you can just kind of brainstorm. Again, you can design, choose an image for the cover. We'll choose something here. Social studies. Watch me not get anything. That works. And as you can see, I got something there. You can do half, we'll do half. And you can just load them in there. That's what I want you to do for Wakelet. And the next one I'm going to show you, again, is similar. Again, I think this is better personally as something more teacher organization or status. But you could definitely recommend to your students if they have Google accounts, if they're researching something, and put it in there. I will admit, some people have asked me in the past, well, doesn't Google Drive do the same thing? And it kind of does, and you can edit, peer editing and all, but there are different ways that you can kind of utilize Wakelet, especially if you want to take a kind of a Google break. Also, just to kind of show you, I think I have it in there. There's some stuff on here if you're interested about student portfolios and ways to use Wakelet, if I can do it, say that. Let me just pull it on there. As you can see, research, digital storytelling. Some people have made like storyboards, group projects. And again, I just think it's stronger for from the teacher point of view, but that's me. The other tool that you can choose to use instead of Wakelet if you want is Padlet. Padlet is actually a pretty cool one. I see teachers use it a lot. It's one where students can kind of do a lot of different things with. They can make timelines. They can design like walls where they can comment on each other's stuff. Teachers have also done it when they've done like chat things or want students to post things. But basically, as you can see here, I'm going to show an example that I have of 1066. I have a background. I have different materials up here about what students might be able to use as far as like researching. And as you can see, like if I was teaching something on the Bayou Tapestry, you can have a video, you can kind of store it, and you can send this link to students and they can kind of do stuff and do stuff as in, look what you have on there. Also, you can do this, you can link this actually to your Google Classroom if you'd like. And if you really wanted, you can actually have students design their own Padlet and have them share it with you. So for example, here's what you got to do. I want you to put 5 things on here, whatever, however you do it, but you're going to, again, sign in with your Google account. I will tell you, if you do the free account, you only get 5 free Padlets. I think it's 5. You only have to make 1 Padlet for me and submit it. But if you do end up liking this, you might want to do a bigger account. I'm not telling you to do that, but just to give you the word to the wise. You can also join a Padlet and comment and stuff on it. But for our purposes, you can pick different things. As you can see, there's maps. As a social studies teacher, I like this because you can pinpoint maps and put them on there. You can do a wall. You can do a stream. You can do a grid. You can do a timeline. You can do a canvas. All these things are pretty cool. When I taught, I used the map a lot because I would put pinpoints and they would have like for example, I'm pointing, but if you look at that really colorful rainbow there and where that has the little marker, you could put something about Africa there and that specific point on Africa and have students watch it. Then they can go over and move their cursor over to the other part, and then they can learn about that. The wall is what I basically had up. That had all the general information that you can have students make something. You can have students make a timeline. So for example, if I hit timeline, I'm going to say, since I talked about World War I, I'll just do World War I again. Wallpaper, it's kind of a ugly color, so let's pick a different color. And again, you can change the backgrounds and all. I don't know. Green's my favorite color, so we'll pick green. And we'll close out of that. Now, this just looks like a blank canvas, doesn't it? Pretty boring. And if you look over here, there's all types of things that you can forward. But to add something, you hit that little plus sign. You're going to say the start of World War I. And if you look on here, you can do links. You can upload a file and have students do it. You can take a photo. You can attach a link. You can search for an image. And you can do all these other types of things that you can insert there. Padlet's probably the one that if I was on a student project, I would use this more and have the students share it with me. But let's just do a link just for simplicity's sake. Whoops, did I hit link? Okay. Let's just get something again. I'm going to do start of World War I. And forgive me, I'm going to take the lazy man's way out and just hit the Wikipedia link. For simplicity's sake, I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit this. And I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And to take my link, it did not. Put that back on there. There we go. Now I can put a little description. Please read the following article on start. Oh. I hit publish, and there it is. Now, if I want to do another one, what is and there are the causes of World War I. So we'll just hit history. That's fine. And cool. And I'm going to hit that. Hit my link. And again, you don't have to use what I'm doing. You can put other things up and give descriptions. I'm just using this as an example. As you can see, it's loading up. This actually has video, so we'll just say watch the video on the causes. Publish. It's on there. You have to do 5 of those. So you can pick Padlet, you can pick Wakelet. I don't care which. Again, I think the simplest way is if you're looking for more tools for your students maybe to use, I would flirt around with Padlet. If you're going for something maybe to organize yourself and you want to get away from Google or have a little more access, like I don't have my phone right in front of me, but I have a Wakelet app that I can pull everything up and it works very, very well. I didn't show you for Wakelet. I'll go back and show you, but if you need to, when you share this, you can copy it. We just did QR codes, which I'm actually currently grading. You can send the QR code or the link. I don't care which. Submit either one. And that's it. 5 things. Summary, something on a content area that you're either researching, think you're going to teach, or that you might have your students do. Let me go back real quick just to show you where the Wakelet is. When you share it, there's a share button right there. And as you can see, same thing. Oh, you know what? One thing I forgot to tell you to do. Glad I went back. For Wakelet, you do need to hit the publish. And there you go. It is published. And now you should be able to share it, hopefully. Oops, there it goes. If it's not published, you can't share it. And if you look at the Kim view, there it is. That's one reason. Sometimes it gives private type things, and you can see anyone you invite can view it. Copy link. You can put it up on Google Classroom. There's a QR code there too. Just copy your link and you submit it. Sorry, I was a little babbling, but make sure you publish it. Then you can share it. And that should do it. I don't think there's anything else. I'm trying to think. You can also, if it's just easier, export it as a PDF. I don't mind. You can, I believe you can do that also with Padlet and submit the PDF. As long as I can see that it's completed, that's all good. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can do a PDF. Yes, you can. So if you'd rather do the PDFs for the Wakelet or the Padlet, I don't care. Some people I've noticed have preferred that, so they don't have to mess around with the links and stuff like that, and they know it's done. As long as I know it's done, it's all good. That should do it. Hope I wasn't too tongue-tied. It's been a long week. I'm kind of glad we're on break. Hope everyone is having a good break, and I'm going to stop sharing and tell you all have a great week. I know a lot of you stopped by with questions or anything like that. I should have everything. I think I was pretty up to date at grades by the time midterm came around. I'm working on the QR codes now, and they should be released, I'd say, no later than Sunday evening. I do take my phone and scan each one just to see what everyone's got. So discussion boards and things like that should be up. Coming up in the next few weeks, because we're after midterm, I'm going to refresh a little bit on what the brainstorming activity or lesson plan brainstorming is in a few weeks. I know that's on air. And don't forget your don't forget your Apple certification or your Google certification level 1. Again, I would definitely stress on the Apple over the Google, only because the Apple costs no money. And quite honestly, it's a little, I'm going to say easier, but I think it's just more of a slam dunk where, the Google, it's a little, it's an actual test, and I'm grading you on the attempt, but I would still say do the Apple. That's just me, if you want to work ahead. Now, I'm going to say that I am done babbling, and I hope everyone is having a good fall break. Enjoy the weather. It's actually Friday as I'm recording this, and it's gorgeous outside. Nice fall day. So hope you're getting out to see it, and I'll talk to everyone later.